DJ ALX is in the building.
What's up, everybody? Your boy DJ ALX is stepping up in the spot, man. Representing Patterson, New Jersey. We over here at the WassupFred Studios live in the podcast on a Sunday, man. We're about to tune you guys into some new music right here from M Deuce Studios. Right here from my brother M Deuce himself. We are tapped in right here in Patterson, New Jersey. If you're not live, you with it right now. Step up, run up, get with it, get with it, get with it. We already in the spot today. Big shout out to all the producers. We got a whole lot of music, a whole lot of stuff coming, guys. Make sure you tap in with us. Stay tuned in. Right now, we got my brother 40 Los Fuego. Porque hace la pregunta aquí mismo, mira. Right here live at the M Deuce WassupFred Studios. You already know what it is. DJ ALX in the building. Dímelo, baby, New Jersey.
Porque hace la pregunta, si ya sabes la respuesta. En la forma que te miro y te beso, baby, tu cuerpo se calienta.
Dímelo, baby.
Porque hace la pregunta, si ya sabes la respuesta. En la forma que te miro y te beso, baby, tu cuerpo se calienta. Quiero lamberte toda, comerte toda, dispuesto pa' ti a cualquier hora. Dame la luz verde, baby, nunca la roja. Yeah. Quiero lamberte toda, comerte toda, dispuesto pa' ti a cualquier hora. Dame la luz verde, baby, nunca la roja. Yeah. Es un flow natural que nos hace envolver diferentes niveles de placer. Cuando estoy probando yo tu piel, es un flow natural que nos hace envolver diferentes niveles de placer. Cuando estoy probando yo tu piel, déjame probar que tú estás rica, baby, conmigo. Nada se complica cada vez que nos encontramos pa' una cita. Comienza a temblar, pero conmigo te excita. Déjame probar que tú estás rica, baby, conmigo. Nada se complica cada vez que nos encontramos pa' una cita. Comienza a temblar porque yo te excita. Que hace la pregunta, si ya sabes la respuesta. En la forma que te miro y te beso. Energía, un flow que quema, te contamina, me transforma y te activa. Se mete por la pena.
Right here we got Pegate, featuring. You already know the vibes, man. Pegate right here. Tap in with us.
Te contamina, me transforma y te activa. Se mete por la pena y cambia tu vida. Pégate, yo te prendo. Pégate, que yo te enseño. Pégate, que yo te prendo. Pégate, que yo te enseño. Déjate llevar a otro nivel. En la noche oscura quiero devorar tu piel. Carrate, comerte completa y darte como es. Esto es lo nuevo.
Big shouts to my Scorpios as they celebrate the birthday today, this week, this month. Happy birthday to you if you celebrate your love. People boy DJ ALX in the building, so now let's do it.
Por tu linda curva quiero navegar. Dale, mami, baila que te quiero ver. Esto es para darte hasta el amanecer. Esto es para matarnos en puro placer. Sube la temperatura a otro nivel.
Local music right here from New Jersey, man. Tap into all my New Jersey people in the spot tonight. If you with me, if you active, let's get into it. ALX, what's up, Fred? That's right, man. Once again, your boy DJ ALX on the spot. We live, man, on the round 2. We showing you new music right here at the WassupFred podcast, man. The only place you can find these vibes. Right now, we got my boy Arafalamole. This song right here is called La Granada. Aquí, míralo. Tapping in with the vibes, man. We switching up the flows. We switching it up. You already know what it is. ALX.
No tiene calle, mujercita, que todo lo que escribo y lo que cupo es dinamita. Tengo 2 granadas que me guindan, pa' los palomos que ya se rindan. Tú no tienes calle, mujercita, que todo lo que escribo y lo que cupo es dinamita. Tú no me conoces. Esa con la 12. Tú no me conoces. Esa con la 12. Llegó la envidia de los demagogos. Pa' llegarme a mí va a tener que hacer un bobo. A ti a tu banda hay que darle plomo. Y esa actitud
Here we go. Now, but then what you want to say, Alex? Activo, 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 dímelo, baby.
Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Toda esta hierba me tiene muy high. Bebiendo Buchanan me pone muy right. Hoy si hay cuarto gastamos en la juca.
Wow, pero dímelo que baila, baby, que baila. Dímelo, Salsa, para Dominican, Dominican. República Dominicana, estamos encendidos por allá, dímelo.
Prende la juca y no me deslucha. Si tienes problemas tenemos bazooka. Parezco moreno pero con azúcar. En el VIP si ustedes me buscan. Right now it's lit, so manda mujeres. A me wanna fight cause I know that he jealous. ¿Quién tiene beef cause we grillin' tonight? Estamos prendidos todo el mundo Rulay.
Fumo juca y me pongo Rulay. Bebo trago y me pongo Rulay. Fumo hierba y me pongo Rulay.
Estamos encendidos por ahí, mira.
Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Fumo juca y me pongo Rulay. Bebo trago y me pongo Rulay. Fumo hierba y me pongo Rulay. Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. ¿Qué lo que? Estamos prendidos, fumando la juca, todo encendido, bailando dembow. ¿Te gusta el sonido? Meneándose culo, se sube el vestido.
Si sube el vestido yo sigo contigo. La noche entera hasta el destino. Le saco la lengua, me dice cochino. La clima no es pero traga coquito.
Fumo juca y me pongo Rulay. Bebo trago y me pongo Rulay. Fumo hierba y me pongo Rulay. Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Ahora dime tú si te sientes Rulay. Ahora dime tú.
Wow, dímelo, Fred, dímelo, what's up, Fred? Go, baby.
Bendecita, mojadita, bendecita, redondita, no se quita de mi vista que tenemos un veneno. Veneno, yeah, veneno. Veneno, veneno. Bendecita, mojadita, bendecita, redondita, no se quita de mi vista que
Estamos activos. What's up, Fred Studios Podcast, we vibe.
Mami, dime qué es lo que tú quieres. Hoy me lo quitan todo si tú supieres. Como lo tira, me gusta a la mala. Qué culazo. Cualquiera te ella se pega y se entrega. Ella me dice que la tiene sequita. Bien Rulay, tonight se repite. Mami, si te monta, no te quites. Ven bellita, mojadita, bendecida, redondita. No se quita de mi vista que tenemos un veneno. Veneno.
This one up next, I got Like You from my brother Fredstar, boys, see, check me out.
Mickey, what sabes, soy veneno. Te doy con esto, te pasito.
I'm lit up with Cutwaters, man, don't mind me. It's my first set over here live with you guys, man, don't mind me. But these Cutwaters, they hitting right now, oh my God. Shout out to everybody, shout out to M Deuce in the studio right now. If you got your drinks in your hand, drinks up to you, salud, salud, salud.
Ahora me está sintiendo, como lo mueve me gusta, me está subiendo. Una
La
noche de
gente de
sexo
la
se
casa
siente
de los
bueno.
Porque estamos prendidos, tú sabes que tenemos la papa prendida, 28, 14, tú
bendecita,
sabes.
redondita, no se quita de mi vista que tenemos un veneno. Veneno. Veneno.
Here we go, here we go.
Veneno.
Tocamos la vaina, Alex.
Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. No. Can't nobody touch you and kiss you.
Once again, this one right here is called Like You from my brother Fredstar featuring Born C. Born C, I see you, brother. We out there tonight. Let's do it, baby.
Can't nobody fucking suck me and sex me like you.
Ain't nobody like you. Can nobody hold a nigga down like you? Can nobody wear a crown girl like you? All my diamonds shine just like you. Baby, come through, I'ma set that mood. I'ma roll up while you roll one, too. Girl, relax,
Don't
now,
nobody
kick
do it
off
like
your
the other
shoe.
DJ
I'ma
ALX
show
over
you
here,
how
Patterson,
real
New Jersey,
niggas
we
do.
here.
I'ma let it play while you make it rewind. How you throw it back, girl, yeah, it must be. You look back while I'm breaking you. Now focus on time, I'm just glad that you're mine. Skipping the steps and kissing your neck. Our bodies are sticking, it must be the sweat. She asking me questions, I answer correct. She said, what's that scent? I told her a check. We gotta make the best out of this. Cause I want it all, baby, not a kiss. All them other hoes mad at this. Cause she give me life like I'm Lazarus. Ain't nobody like you. I wouldn't trade that shit for two.
Go!
Is it me or is it you? Cause ain't nobody like you.
That's how we do it over here. Your boy DJ ALX on the spot over here on the Sunday, man. WassupFred Studios. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tell me what vibe y'all. What vibe y'all? Turn me up some, baby. Let's go.
Ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you. No, 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 no. Can't nobody fucking suck and sex me like you do. In love with your soul, more than comfortable. Sorry I hurt you. How was supposed to comfort you? We took them vibe. How was supposed to covet you? This is just
one more verse. We about to kill the show right after this. I got one last song right here. This is the last one. We about to tune into the show. Get ready, guys. Get ready. Get ready. It's about to be a whole vibe in here. Get ready, guys. See, I die for the sins. Putting the love, you're gonna love with them time. But what kind of sense is that make? Added to the heartaches and the headaches, and I'm trying to make the bed rock, girl, to your legs shake. You don't like me used to, no, I'm let you use you. And ain't nobody like you. I'm just trying to prove to you, girl, I set it off, but I would ever lose you. Girl, I set it off, but I would ever lose you. Nigga thought he had you, he must have been confused too. That bitch couldn't catch me. If I was the winner flu, and if you had a twin, I couldn't find another you. And if we had a daughter, still couldn't find a better you. Once again, your boy DJ ALX. We over here at the WassupFred Studios. We closing the second set. We about to go into the third one. Tap in with us. Tune in. Stay live. Get out of here. Tune into the commercial break. We about to be over here in the next few minutes, guys. Don't go nowhere. I'll see you later. Your boy DJ ALX. D below.
We got DJ ALX on the ones and twos, y'all. It's your boy WassupFred. We live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live tonight. We live, baby.
I don't know if they can see me or not in the camera.
Can y'all see him on the comment section? Let us know. Can you see him with me right now? He's next to me. Can you see him? Let me know in the comments.
It's all good because we going live. We about to do setup number 3. More to come. We about to get to know a little more about DJ ALX. He out here going crazy on the ones and twos. Y'all tap in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get right into it, man.
Welcome to the WassupFred podcast show. We back. Welcome back to the WassupFred podcast show. We here, we live. I thank y'all for tuning in again. Want to remind y'all, like, subscribe, so you know when we get lit. Hit the bell, notifications, the whole 9. You know how it go. You know how it work. So today we got a special guest. We got another special guest. You know we love having special guests around here, right? So today we got a person that has been deep in their craft, you know, touching a lot of different cloths and reaching a lot of people, doing this thing, earning his dollar, and keeping us dancing on the dance floor, that's for sure. So I want to introduce DJ ALX, y'all.
Peace to the planet, everybody. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling out there? What's up? What's up? Thank you for having me, Fred. I really appreciate it, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Thanks for coming through.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Been a long day.
That it has, man.
Been a long day,
it really
but that's
has.
good, though. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you stopping by the show. It's been long awaited, right? So tell the people about yourself, you know.
Oh, man, what can I say? I mean,
introduce yourself to the people.
Peace to the planet, everybody. I go by the name of DJ ALX. I represent Paterson, New Jersey. I've been a local DJ in the area for the last 16 years, actually. I've been in the game for quite a long time. I've been doing a lot of things, moving around, just trying to basically find myself as a DJ, climb up in the ranks, let everybody know who I am, what it is that I do, and you know, how I articulate what I do as far as the DJ goes, and, you know, just my craft, and letting them know, like, it's just different. I specialize in music theory. I studied music theory in school. I did that for quite some time. So it kind of got me advanced in genres and music, and just knowing what is out there, what year it came out. And I truly feel like that kind of grew my knowledge as a DJ to kind of know what else is out there, to be able to kind of DJ for different crowds and fit that element where they can see, wow, you know, he rocks with 50s music, 60s and 70s and 80s, and he climbs all the way up the ranks towards showing us what he can do as a DJ. And I'm only 31 years old, and I've been doing this for 16 years. But within those 16 years, I've been able to specialize in over 32 different genres worth of music. And we're talking Arabic, French music, Portuguese music, and so on and so forth, Brazilian, Mexican, Ecuadorian, Colombian, Puerto Rican, so on. And we move along the ranks.
I mean, 16 years is it's a pretty certified time, I want to say.
Yeah,
right?
yes, sir.
You know, like you better know some Arabic music. You know what I'm saying? Something. So that's what's up, man. That's great news. That you don't just stick to one genre.
No, I don't.
You know, there's some DJs that just, you know, I can't even book them for a certain type of party because they don't, you know,
right.
Don't even dip and dabble in that other.
I understand.
But I get it. You know, everybody likes to stay in the craft and stuff. What's your favorite genre that you like to play?
I'm glad that you asked that, because I want to say like 2 days ago, I literally just finally came down to the conclusion after all this time. But I really think that I like more salsa and house music.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Those are my two. Like, I'm a big salsa head. The way I grew up it had to do a lot with my father, you know, and his interest in music, because my father had a huge music collection and he was big on like cooking in the kitchen. And, you know, he had this little radio and some speakers that he built into the house. And every day he would cook, he would always ask me like, Alex, you know, go pick a CD or go listen to what you want to listen to. And he has such a variety of music. And I think that at a young age, that really got my ear at a perfect time in tune with what I needed to hear, because that got me involved with being interested in what I was listening to and wanting to know more about it. So when I went to school, in high school and middle school, I was studying all of these different kinds of music and music theory, pretty much music appreciation, that dabbled me into, okay, well, I'm interested in this. What else do they have? And I started And I just started digging into that, like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. We got into Motown, the Roaring 20s, the fads and everything else they had. I studied all about all of that and the different instruments and things that they use. And that right there was what made me search up, well, where did this instrument come from? Who enunciated this instrument? And those instruments made that genre, those music. And I started learning in time that music, it's just numbers. It's how you count it. It's how you listen to it. It's all the same thing. It's just in different languages with different instruments. They just counted it and played it all at the same time. So once I started learning that music was universal. And as I learned that it was universal, I was able to kind of start playing around with putting this country's music with another country's, and it sounded very good together.
Right.
And I started freestyling and playing around with that. And in time, I was able to kind of have clients that would hit me up to DJ for them. And they were Ecuadorian, or they were Peruvian or Mexican. I have a big Mexican crowd. Shout out to my Mexican people.
Shout out to Mexico.
Oh man, Ecuador, you guys too. You guys could party your asses off. It's insane. I love what you guys can do. Shout outs to my Indian people. Indian people, if you guys are tuned in, that's another breed. Those guys in Arabic, those guys right there, they could party their asses off, and it's so much fun. You know, once you get into the music and you start liking it, oh my God, these people, they could party.
Yeah, it's a different vibe. I actually like tapping in with different cultures and their music.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, I'm as a producer myself, you know, the ideas and the stuff that they do is like we don't even touch some of that stuff.
Yeah, you would never even think of it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, I love it, man. It just, these people are really, you have to admire it for what it is. Like we're talking about people from the other side of the world that are not used to what we see every day. Like we're from the hood. We come from Paterson, New Jersey. This is a place that we make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
I really wish some of the people tuned in, you guys could really see what we go through out here in these streets and like what happens on a daily basis. We have nothing, and we come from a place where there's so much corruption that they don't even give us a chance to like branch out of where we are. It's either you work that 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 or 11 to 7 just to make it. And even my brother in front of me, like he knows, like he's been in struggles where he had to sacrifice certain things just to be able to create this space that you guys are watching, this whole studio. And as a person, as a friend of his personally, I got to watch the whole come up from the ground all the way up from nothing. And he literally built this. And I'm like I said, I'm just really pleased to be here because to see what you guys are able to enjoy and I can enjoy it with you, that is a whole other breed coming from a place like this. Like I said, nothing to something. This man, M. Deuce, WassupFred, he really made nothing out of something. And I admire it completely. And I'm just really glad to be here with you guys today because this right here is what he's going to show you is something you cannot fathom. You can't truly believe, not just me as a DJ, but other artists and producers and different things you're going to see in the show. This man is really bringing out the light towards what we can do out here. So I really hope you guys stay connected, stay in tune, because you're going to see a lot.
Facts. Nah, that's facts. And I want to shout out Pure too. He's been instrumental in helping me put this together as well. It's been basically me and him, just working behind the scenes just to make everything look how it looks. Everybody got to put their part, you know what I'm saying? And then hopefully you get a nice picture or you get, a nice image or just you kind of just get your goal. You get to your goal, whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes 2 people. Sometimes it takes 5 people. Sometimes it takes 10 people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So also, so you've been DJing 16 years. You like the salsa, you said, right?
Oh, yeah. Love my salsa.
You love your salsa?
Oh, yeah.
So who's like a salsa artist that you love?
Whew. I mean, there's so many, but if I were to give you a crew that would define everything, and if you're a salsa head and you're tuned in, you would know what I'm talking about as soon as I say this name. But Fania All-Star. Oh my God. All right. So I really wish we were in my apartment right now because I actually have a photo book in my apartment full of pictures with Celia Cruz, Ray Barreto, Oscar de Leon.
Oh, yeah. I went to go see him live, actually.
Oh, my God. Fire, right?
He was in New York. Yo, that man, he old as hell. But
oh, my gosh.
I'm standing in the front of this concert. He did it, I think it was in it could have been in the Bronx even or something like that. So in the Bronx,
I believe it. Yep.
Brooklyn, right? And we're in this venue. He's got the tour bus outside.
Wow.
I ain't never seen this guy live. I'm going because, I was with someone that wanted to go see him. So we're like, all right, let's go see him.
Wow. Right? Rare breed.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, shout out to her.
Cool.
So I'm like, all right, let's go out there. So we go out there, get the tickets, whatever. We get out there, and it's like you ever heard like a pun? You know how he be talking how he was in the salsa clubs.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how it was, literally like the couches, and it was like that. But then it was the stage, and then it was like we was people that want to see up front.
Right. Yep.
And Yo, this dude literally would be like this, like the sweat off his forehead, and the girls are fading, bro.
I believe it.
Yo, right next to me, they're falling out. Bing, bing. I'm like, what the hell? Right, and he was there with his son. You're familiar with his son?
I am very familiar with his son. That was something I was going to say before you said it, but yes, I'm very.
Yeah. That's when I like learned about his son, and his son was up there with him and stuff, you know. And so yeah, he's like a legend and shit.
So you speaking of his son, I'm glad you said that, because what I was going to tell you was there's a concert. I don't think most of you viewers are really familiar with it. This is a very rare footage, but there's a concert between the years of 1994 and 1998 where he did a concert with his son, and his son sang and danced with him. And this is a very famous concert. And we're about to get into the story because I met an old man literally just 3 or 4 days ago randomly that he so happened to be a background singer for El Gran Combo de Puerto Rico. He was the backup singer. And the story's crazy. We're going to get into it in a moment. But in this concert with Oscar and his son, this is a very famous part because in the middle of that concert, he was with his son, and, you know, he plays the oboe. And he's very good with the oboe. So he had this customized special oboe. It was pure white. You guys can look it up on YouTube. You might find the video, but it was a pure white oboe. And we're talking a live concert where the ceiling is thousands of feet above. And this man was singing a song he was singing. I can't remember which one it was, but he was singing a song, and all of a sudden he raised his hands open like this, like wide, like a butterfly. And as soon as he did that, they pointed the camera to the ceiling, and all you see is a huge white oboe. The song, I believe the song is called "Me Oboe," my oboe. So when he went like that with his arms and the oboe dropped, you see it coming from the ceiling all the way down, slow motion.
Into his hands?
Yeah, he's calling the oboe straight into his hands, and boom, it falls right in front of him. And he grabs it, he spins it, and he just starts killing it. And this man was just something different with that oboe. He wasn't just a singer, like he was a talented man. And the way, like, I started learning salsa and studying it. Big shout out to Joy Arroyo. I'm Colombian and Puerto Rican, for those of you who don't know. Joy Arroyo, this man right here, compared to Oscar de Leon.
Yeah.
Oscar, Joey, the way he produced his music, he produced it fluently. Like each and every person that played an instrument, he grabbed them one by one and composed the music from each and every instrumentalist on his crew, and said, okay, the clave, da, 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 da. And then he had the oboe come in, boom, da-doom, doom, 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 da-doom, doom, doom, da-doom. And while the clave was playing, the oboe would come in. And then he would say, okay, conga, boom, and then they would come in. And little by little, as he kept doing that, little by little, you kind of started seeing the song transform into a whole song. And he would produce that piece by piece by piece, each and every single song that he produced. Now, if you guys don't know anything about Joy Arroyo, in Colombia, he's not from Barranquilla, but he made a song called En Barranquilla Me Quedo. There's a whole story about that song. Like I said, he's not from Barranquilla, but Barranquilla founded Joy Arroyo. And long story short, he was on a bus and he saw somebody famous singing or who's about to go into the club and perform. And he went over there and got on the bus. And he started singing in front of the singer and his whole crew. This singer was the lead singer for Fruco y Los Tesos. Fruco was about to perform live, and Joy Arroyo came along and came on the bus, and he started singing. And Fruco came up to him and said, "What's your name?" He said, "I'm Joy Arroyo." He said, "Where are you from?" I believe he said Cartagena. I think Joy Arroyo is from Cartagena. Or Medellin. I think it's Cartagena. But so he's like, all right, you know what? We're going to this club right now. Do you want to come with us and sing with us today? And he said, yes, Of course. So my man Joy Arroyo went into the club and sang with Fruco and Sutesos live that day. And that was the day that he got discovered. People were asking, like, who is this guy? He's really good. And he just kept on going and going. Fruco took him. And that's when you came out with all the songs that they did. Mi Rebelión, a lot of other songs that they made together, they did all that. Bam, bam, biririm, bam, bam. All those songs, they all started coming out around that time.
Okay.
And Joy Arroyo was a big influence to the salsa music for at least Colombia. Now we're talking about Colombia and Puerto Rico. So we had a Gran Combo, then we had Joy Arroyo in Colombia, and things were just going on, you know? And so now we're getting back to the story with the old man. I met this old man 3 days ago, guys. This is the craziest story I can ever imagine because I felt like I was chilling with my grandfather, God rest his soul. But I felt like I was chilling with my grandfather for a day because I went to my car just trying to move it. I went to go grab something to eat and just move it so I could park it somewhere else closer to my apartment. And this old man, he had a baton, a cane. I'm Puerto Rican, so I speak a lot of Spanglish.
That's fine.
You know how it is. But so he came with this little cane, and I got in my car, and he taps on my window, and he's like, "Hey, son, do you think you could take me to the post office?" And I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't know this guy worth a can of paint, but he was very old. We're talking like 80, 90 years old, right? So I bring him my car. I take him to the post office, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to, pick up a check so I can buy some groceries." And I have a big heart, in this city. I try to help a lot of my people as I can because I know where we come from and I know what it's like. And if I have it, I'll do it. I have a big heart. I'm going to help them out. If somebody's struggling, I'm not going to let them struggle and just watch them struggle. I'm going to help them out. You feel me? So my man said, "Yo, listen, I'm trying to grab some food, but I don't have a check." So I took him to Haledon. The post office didn't have his check. They told him to go to Patterson. So he came back over here. He went to go grab his check. And Patterson didn't have his check either. So he hops in the car. He looks at me. And he's like, "Well, I guess I ain't getting no food today because I didn't get my check." I said, "Oh, shit, they didn't give you the check. I'm sorry to hear that." And he's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to get a couple of groceries." So I took this man to the grocery store and I went to buy him some groceries. As shocked as he was, he didn't believe I was going to do it. It is what it is. Anyway, I normally do that, but this man filled me in on about who he was during the ride. He was like, so I was born in 1931. 1931. It's 2025 today. We're about to go on 26.
Yeah.
This man is old as shit.
He's OG.
Yes, he's an OG. So this man happened to tell me that he was a backup singer for El Gran Combo de Puerto Rico. As a DJ, I took that like, oh my God. No way. This is rare. This is rare. This never comes by. And this man, like I said, he tapped on my window to ask me for a ride. And I gave him that ride. Imagine had I not. I would have never met this guy. And he started telling me to play a couple of songs in the car. And I'm just like, whoa. And he's like, "Yeah, I sang that song live in a concert this year over here, blah, blah, blah." And he was telling the truth. This man was, because there were certain things he was saying that I was like,
it was connected.
Yeah, I watched that when I was a kid, and lo and behold, I had watched this guy live in a video doing a set for El Gran Combo when I was younger. I just didn't know it was him because that was a younger version of him.
Oh, well, yeah, he probably looked different.
Yeah, so I was like, no way, I know who you are. As soon as he told me his name, I was like, holy shit.
Small world.
Dude, I know who you are. And he didn't believe me. And then when I pulled up the song, because one of the songs he sang, I actually had it saved. When I pulled it up, that's when he believed me. He was like, "Oh, you know about this."
Like,
and then that's crazy. And I showed him another one, and he was like, "Okay, I like this kid." Yeah. So he started talking to me, filling me in some stuff and just telling me about it. He's like, "Yeah, I know Celio Cruz. I met Funny Elster. I was very good friends with a lot of them." Eddie Palmieri is... Now, Gran Combo, if you know Gran Combo, Gilberto Santa Rosa was the guy who sang and pretty much performed most of El Gran Combo. So he was very good friends with Gilberto Santa Rosa, and that was one of my favorite salsa, artists at the time. So it's funny that you asked me that because I just bumped into this guy 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And I finally came to the conclusion, like, I like salsa and house music, bro. That's my shit right there.
Nah, it's fire. That's crazy.
Jersey Club too, because I'm from Jersey. Shout out to my Jersey people, my producers out there. I love y'all niggas. You already know the vibes.
So, what exposed you to DJing?
Very good question. So before I was a DJ, I was actually a dancer. I used to breakdance a lot, and I was very deep into breakdancing. But I was a shy kid. I wasn't the best looking. I wasn't the best dressed. I wasn't none of that stuff. But I could dance my ass off. That was one thing I didn't know, but I guess it was just breeding into my family. And as I got to dancing, that turned into me getting interested in music. And I remember when we used to have those little school dances in middle school, elementary school and stuff, I used to see the DJ and I used to go back there because I was shy, so I didn't dance a lot. So I went back there and I just kind of like watched what the DJ would do. And I really got into that. And then, we fast forward years after breakdancing and all that. I got into high school. And like I said, I was a timid kid. I didn't talk to a lot of girls and stuff like that. So my friends, they were into that. They like to talk to girls and, all that. And I was too shy. So they were like, yo, we're going to take him out. We're going to set him up to kind of get him into that. Like, we're going to teach him.
Yeah.
And
throw him to the wolves.
Yeah, they literally threw me to the freaking wolves. And I grew into that right there. And I just kind of, little by little, I adapted into talking to women from them and learning how to dance and this and that. And I just kind of grew in my career. And as I kept DJing and shutting down shows and just doing better, shout outs to Angelo from Latin Vibe Society. Angelo, eventually, he pretty much founded me in a sense.
Okay.
And he put me onto my career as far as the club scene goes.
Like he got you to start spinning in the clubs?
Clubs, right. All around New Jersey and all the clubs that I could not get in, he was basically like the connection that got me into all of those things.
So how was it with how was your first club appearance? Man,
it was up in Newark. I wish I could remember the name of the club.
Shout to Newark.
Yeah, shout out to Newark, New Jersey. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the club. If I do get it later, I'll announce it. But I was at this club and it was my first time. I was nervous and all that. I did my thing, but I did a good job. And he called me back. He asked me to go to another club from that club.
But how was the first one? Were you nervous? Were you did you get it right? Did you screw it up?
No, I did a good job. I was nervous. I was nervous as fuck. Okay. But I had a lot of friends that were out there. Shout outs to Primo 809. Shout outs to DJ 809. They were out there that day. And, they kind of just set the tone for me that day where I didn't feel as nervous because my boys was there. So
yeah. They're going to make sure you're good.
So I was good. And I did my thing. But, once I was done, like I said, I did a good job. He asked me to go ahead, let's do another one. Let's run it back up. Let's do another spot. So I went and I did it. And we're talking, I think it was Mandalas in Passaic, New Jersey on 3rd Avenue. And that's where everything started because we started running Mandalas every week. And Mandalas was a spot that fit like 350 to 400 people in that club, bro. It was huge.
You was headlining that?
And I was headlining it. At first I started opening it. And then I started going to basically moving up to opening for the headlining DJ, which was a lot of radio DJs. Shout out to DJ Carlito, New York City. He was there. DJ La Melma, Súbeme Melma. Yo, he was there too. Yeah, DJ Pereira, El Pereiroski. So he was there too. We actually discovered Pereira. Pereira, he bring guaracha, which is Colombian house music.
Actually, it's crazy you mentioned that because shout out to DJ Too Smooth.
Oh, Too Smooth. Oh, that's another.
You know Too Smooth?
I know Too Smooth. That's another one. Yeah, he nice too. Yeah, we haven't gotten a chance to meet in person, but of course, yeah, Too Smooth, man.
I'm gonna plug you as my man.
Too Smooth. Yeah,
me and him go way back. So his So I'm gonna work with something with him, with some guaracha. I have another artist that we're working with. I don't want to say too much, but
that's okay.
She mentioned guaracha.
Yes.
Right. But this is like, I ain't gonna hold you. This is like the first time I'm hearing that.
No shit.
I mean, yeah, like I'm hearing it. Like I might have heard it once, but that was it. I never walked into a club. Yo, guaracha night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now it's like you're like the third person that mentioned that to me. So I'm like, is this like picking up traction, or just has it always had traction?
Good question. So you're asking a lot of good questions today. I like that. So guaracha.
I'm genuinely curious.
Yes. So guaracha has actually been something that's been around since before 2012. Now we discovered Berrera in around 2021, around there-ish.
So so it's new.
To you guys.
Okay.
To Colombia, we've been had guaracha for quite some time.
Okay.
Quite some time. So when I was 13 years old and I went to Colombia, that was the last time I went out there. I'm 31. So yes, to my Colombians, I know I'm due.
Shame on you.
I'm very much due.
Shame on you.
But I'm going in February for the carnavales. So you already know. Estamos sendido.
That carnival is nuts.
Estamos sendido, papi. Oh my God.
You going?
I am going. Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
And
should I go? Should I go?
You should. You really should.
Cameras?
Bring everything. Bring everything you can.
Go to Colombia, bro.
That is something that, listen, there's people there that they're from Poland, Russia, places you would not expect in this world.
Like living over there?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. And you meet them in Barranquilla, Colombia, and they will talk to you in English and they'll tell you, me and my wife, I met a couple from Poland. This is what I'm telling you. I met a couple either from Poland or Russia. I think it was Poland, but they had came out there for the last 23 years straight. And the man told me, we have not missed a single year yet for the carnavales. We come every single year. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy.
Like I was going to Vegas, and that one trip, I've been there more than once, but that one trip, we went and had breakfast, one of them places on the strip, and we met a couple there, so we're whatever, we're people, right?
Okay.
And we're talking, I started asking questions. They're like, oh, where y'all from? We're like, yo, we from Jersey, da-da-da. They're like, oh, yeah, we come. I'm like, oh, how you guys enjoying it? Like, I'm talking to them like there's some tourists. They're like, oh, now this is like our backyard. Like, we come every like 3 months. I'm like, oh, damn.
Wow.
And then, so I'm telling them, like, they're like, so what have you done? And I'm like, well, it's Vegas. You go on the strip, you gamble, and you leave, then you go to another place and you gamble some more.
Pretty much.
But we had a couple things going. Like, we went ATVing in the desert out there. We rode the choppers. We did some other excursions and stuff like that. But the couple was like, we don't even do that when we. I'm like,
it was new to them.
It's just a different, they come for this, I come for that type of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's there's some people that are dedicated. They like,
Yeah, absolutely. I admired to see like.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool
to come out from like a completely different culture to come out to our country and just admire
and indulge.
And yes, and indulge and like, let me tell you guys, like, you guys don't understand like what it's like to be inside those streets. All right, so Barranquilla, Colombia, the carnivals is kind of like being in Tomorrowland or EDC. If you guys are familiar, if you know about raves. Barranquilla's carnivals are something like being in a rave, but it's Colombian music. Now, these parties, they go on for about 3 to 4 days straight. Straight. And they're just partying all the way down the streets of Colombia. So I have my grandma, she actually lives on one of the main streets where the carnivals passes by. So lucky her, she don't have to buy no tickets. My grandma be sitting on the balcony allá afuera. She said, "Mío, yo estoy sentada allá afuera." And then
why pay? You already in the building.
I'm like, damn, grandma. So she told me, "Mío, whenever you want to come out here, sit on the balcony. You want to go outside? You could go watch it outside in the front. You're chilling. So I'm about to go over there. I say, abuela, voy para allá. I'm going over there this year.
Shout out to abuela.
Yeah, shout out to abuela. I love you, baby. Mi negrita.
It's kind of, so that's probably kind of like the carnival that's in Florida.
Yep.
They have a carnival over that's huge.
Yeah, they do
It's
too.
huge.
That's right.
I've been to one of those.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me your experience.
No, it's crazy. It's insanity. Florida is just insane. Now it's a little different because I was like a couple years ago, but like, you know, like, nah, I don't know. Like, shout out to Florida, but like the kids, like they be wilding. Like when I was going to Miami, bro, we was chilling, picking up girls. The most we might have did was throw up on the sidewalk. Like I'm literally like, you're walking out there, people, you know, girls are just walking like, hold on. Yeah, tell me. You know, it's crazy, you know.
I believe it.
But like in the past couple years, what I've been seeing, like they've just like they all drunk. Like I get it, you get drunk, whatever, but it's like they can't hold their liquor. So now you got 10 girls banging out, you know. You got, you know what, flying around everywhere.
Yeah.
It's, you know, and I'm like, what is going on? Like this was like a prestigious kind of vibe. It wasn't no like
And it changed up.
ratchet, like,
Yep.
you know, nah, like he wasn't trying to worry about getting robbed on that strip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
now
like,
it's different.
you know, so it's not the same. So I had to switch it up.
You want to know what's crazy about that? You say that too, is that I've noticed that some of my like private personal investments from Florida have actually decreased and diminished a lot because of the behavior and a lot of the stuff that's going on out there with this young generation. They're actually messing up my investments because of the way that they're acting.
No, of course, because Florida lost even me as a guest.
Yeah, same.
You know, I mean, I still pull up, you know, but it ain't. It's like the excitement.
Yeah, but it's not in Miami. Like, you're not gonna catch me on like fucking West 144th. Like, I'm not gonna be around there by Miami Strip. Like, I'm not gonna know because like you said, it's a little too much. But I'll go to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, no. There's plenty places in Florida. I'm just talking about Miami because Miami is like, you know, you go out there, you get a nice whip, you know, you dress nice, you do your little push-ups, so you know you got your little muscles out, you know, and the ladies are just abundant over there.
That's sad. He says that because the second to last time I was out there, I was making sure I did like 35, 50 push-ups before I went out. You know what I'm saying? So I could look. I'm glad you said that because I was doing that shit.
You know, I've seen them do it. I wanted to ask you, so like you've DJed in a lot of different cities and stuff.
Oh yes, big time.
Out of those cities, right? Which one is your favorite, and why?
My favorite city is gonna be between. I know it sounds funny, but it's the most ratchet. The most ghetto would actually be my most. Yeah. Shout outs to APD, Alpha Phi Delta. Anybody who's actually a part of that fraternity. You guys are crazy, man. What the F? Like Newark, Rutgers University was just a whole other monster, man. Like every time I DJ for them with DJ Lasco, shouts to DJ Lasco, that was just a whole other problem. Like these guys, we're talking hundreds of college kids, hundreds, and it's going crazy. And New Brunswick was another one.
Yeah, there's a college down there, right?
Yes, New Brunswick.
Rutgers. There's a Rutgers. Yeah.
Rutgers, New Brunswick.
Yes.
Those guys, I think, you know what? They take the title.
New Brunswick?
Brunswick would definitely take the title because I remember I went out there and I DJ'd a spot called Fire and Ice. It's a hookah lounge.
I've been there.
You been to Fire and Ice?
Hold on.
Jeez.
Fire and Ice?
Yes.
Hold on. Is that like a little Indian spot?
Yo, he got it. That's it.
I'm done.
I DJ'd there for a long time.
Really?
A long time. I was there for about 2 years. Yes. And,
I wonder if when I went, you were DJing, but I just didn't know.
Maybe you were because I was on the downstairs floor, which was all the Indian people. But when you went upstairs, guess who was there?
Oh.
DJ Drewski and DJ Rit Rat.
Really?
Drewski was there. Rit Rat was actually the one that got Drewski into.
Okay, got you.
There. And he made that whole move happen. That's where I met Drewski for the first time ever. Hot 97. Shouts to Hot 97 Radio.
Shout out to Drewski. He a cool dude.
He is, man. That guy right there is.
He be holding it down for the
movement.
For the common folk.
Yes. Now listen, Drewski, if you ever watch this, man, I would definitely love to collaborate with you because what you do, I'm all for it, brother. This is exactly what I do in my part of the industry. I don't affiliate so much with the clubs and all that stuff because I'm older now. You know, I'm 31. I can't really be out there. And I get it. Some people tell me, what you mean? There's other DJs older than you. Yeah, but you got to know your place. You know what I mean? So when it comes to Drewski, I feel like I could relate with him because he taps in with the local artists. He taps in with anything you could think of, the kids, whatever's going on within the local community. Drewski definitely taps into that hardcore and even.
Yeah. He definitely taps in with the local community. Yeah.
Being part of Hot 97, he makes a path for you to be able to grow with that because he has the exposure and he exposes you guys to that. And I fully respect that as a DJ because where we're from, it's very cutthroat, unfortunately. You know, like there's DJs that they'll cut your throat to get to the next spot. There's promoters that'll do the same thing. And I'm sorry to say that. I know you guys might want to cancel me out and I really don't care, but this is what it is. This is what you guys are doing. And I chose my own path because I see how you guys are moving, but I know that that's not the only path for me to follow.
No.
To follow somebody like you, Fred. Fred got...
I'm not a DJ though.
You don't have to be. That's the cool part about it. Because as a producer and you having your own establishment, you create that structure for people like me and other producers to be able to platform from and grow from.
Right.
And that is what it's about. And I respect it. And again, I love to be here and do this for you guys. And I really want to explain these things to you because this is what is holding back the talent that you just saw on my free live set that I just did for you guys today. That was the talent that has been holding back because other producers don't want to put me on, don't want to put the other DJs that are like me on because they have their own little crew and their own little establishment. So we only book them. So we don't get chances. We don't get that spotlight. But a wise man once told me, and I'm going to tell you, Fred, into the camera, people outside of the world will support you first before your own city does. And that to me meant everything because now I understood. I'm not going to make it in Patterson first. I'm going to make it completely somewhere outside of the world. It doesn't matter whether it's fucking Colombia or Puerto Rico or Israel or China or what. Somebody's going to find me before New Jersey does.
Yeah.
I find that very interesting because shout out to Fetty Wap. He's actually coming home soon. Free my man Fetty Wap. You coming home soon, baby. Let's go. I can't wait. Patterson misses you. We love you, brother. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the community. Fetty Wap, man, very interesting story how this man come up because his city supported him before the world did. And once that man popped in Patterson, I swear on everything you love, you could have went to this block, 2 blocks down, to 10th Ave, to East 23rd, to 33rd, to 26th, to 12th Ave. Everybody was playing this guy's music. Everywhere you went. And I remember I was in college just hearing this 679 and Trap Queen everywhere, every block. And I was walking from home to college or college to home or home to work, whatever. And I would hear this guy's music. And mind you, for those of you who don't know, Fetty Wap is actually 65432. He's 4 blocks down from where I'm originally from, which is crazy. But where he used to do his business was around where I'm from. So we knew Fetty Wap very well. And he used to hang outside of a discount liquor store with Monty and another friend of his. And they used to pass out their CDs. And I used to walk up and down downtown because I had a 3-hour gap between my college classes at the time. So I had free time to spare. So I used to just shop around, buy clothes, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, because you know in Patterson, everybody outside. Everybody got something they selling. They on the corner. They got the table, got the CDs.
Yeah, he knows. He from out here. So he knows what's up. Like you catch a little the little ice cream trucks with the umbrella trying to make fucking $2 for
And PreSave too. They be on the grind.
My Mexicans, they work hard, man. And I know there's a lot going on in the country with our Mexicans and stuff, but listen, guys, I'm not trying to cause no kind of beef or anything saying this, but you got to remember, guys, like at the end of the day, these Mexicans come over here and you guys think that they're taking your jobs and this and that. No, they're taking the jobs that you don't want to take because it's below what you were raised to be. If your father raised you to go to school and be somebody, he didn't raise you to wash dishes and cook food, and he raised you to be somebody. These people come to this country with absolutely nothing. And I have friends that their families go through this personally, and I watch them go through it. So, when they get snatched up for no reason and sent to ICE and this and that, I feel bad because it's like, yo, my man's working 18 hours behind the counter. 18 hours in the kitchen, 14 hours in the kitchen just to provide for 4 kids, his wife and himself. That's 6 people in one house in a 2-bedroom apartment.
No, I get it.
Think about that. That shit is crazy. So like, I respect it. Pardon me. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, I get it. And I feel for those people as well. Yeah. But I will say that if you came here, with nothing, you build your stuff up, cool, but it doesn't change the fact of how you came. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have came, because we all are immigrants, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not us, it's the one before us, or if it's not them, it's before them. So don't get it twisted, right? But at some point, you got to have in your head, like, I got to get right. You know what I'm saying? You got to get right. You can't just, come and be in a spot for 20 years and then be like, get to it. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, what is happening in public, all crazy, the media showing everything, this has always been happening. It's just happening at a crazy rate right now and in front of everybody, because like it got a little out of control, like really out of control. So it's like, it looks crazy how they running up on guys and families and separating kids, and it's like
in the middle of school, in the middle of work.
But what you expect? You think they about to sit down and wait for you to finish your shift for you? No, they're not doing that. Right. And honestly, couple months back, I don't know, maybe a year, because the time is flying. So I don't know, it might have been a year, it might have been. But I remember the government was saying, if you're in the wrong, you need to
do what you gotta do.
Escort yourself, right? Mm-hmm. But not only escort yourself, they're like, here's 2 racks and go escort yourself. You know what I'm saying? So to avoid the somebody running up on you, So if it's me, I'm just speaking for me, my opinion.
Of course.
If it's me and I know I'm a hot boy, right? Because I know what I did 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And I see that warning, I'm gonna maybe I should take that up, start making moves, and maybe because I'd rather do that than, because when they grab you up, they put you, I don't know where they put you.
And that's the problem.
That's the issue with that we're having.
We don't know where these people are going. What's happening?
I mean, some of it we do know. We do know that they are getting thrown into, some cages and stuff like that, But so if I know I see something like that, I'm out. I'm gonna just bounce. I'm not about to wait for them to grab me up and put me. No, I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna get on the plane my damn stuff.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know it's easier said than done, but it's crazy to me how, I'll just touch on this and then we'll move on. But it's just crazy to me how you see that it's hot right now.
Oh, super.
It's hot.
Super hot.
Even I'm on the lookout, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, they might mistake me or something,
Yes, me too.
Like, why are you still going? Like, you just going to work? You just just going to work and just wait till they pop up at your job
and just take you. And they could be mistaken. You could be like a whole. This is what kind of scared me. You could be a whole like resident.
Yeah, but they go. But once you tell them your social security number,
then they'll let you go.
Then you just go.
The experience of it's like,
it's crazy. Hey, listen, God forbid, every round you up, just start yelling out your social. Yo, 185. Just they be like, what are you yelling? Yo, you know the number I'm yelling, bro. Don't even start. You know what I'm saying? But I feel for them people, and I hope they get resolved. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the regime is like, look, just bounce. Well, do your paperwork right, and then you come back.
Right.
So I can't argue that.
Right.
But it's just devastating because, I built the whole life here. I've been paying taxes here for 20 years, and now you're telling me I can't be here.
Exactly.
It's kind of crazy.
So now, like, what you saying that, and I'm gonna tell this to the people because this is the kind of the point. Like, this is aside from the conversation, but this is a very big point that we're bringing up that I kind of want to bring to you guys' attention is that I want you guys to stop for a second and wake up. And realize that you already knew that AI was going to come before AI came. You already knew that they were going to build robots that were going to be humans. Now they're building those robots that are humans. You guys already knew about all this stuff before it happened, which was not that long ago. We're talking from the pandemic, 2019 to 2025. That's within the first 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you guys need to wake up and realize that the answers have been put in front of you before it was already put in front of you. So don't be surprised when they say AI is taking control. They have a human robot. These things are already here, and you guys already knew about it. So don't be surprised again.
Don't get caught with your pants down. That's all I'm.
Exactly.
Don't get caught with your pants down because they're giving you fair warning. They're busting off warning shots. They're doing all type of stuff.
That kind of leads me to a point, and I don't want people to tune out of the chat because I said this, and forgive me, like I'm not trying to go all gospel on you guys, but again, there's a book called the Bible, and it stands for the basic instructions before leaving Earth, and that book tells you all of this that's about to happen, and it says it word for word, which is the craziest thing because people fight about this book, but the book has magic in it, and like it says these things and you see it happening and you still want to deny it. And we still fight about, well, my religion and this and that. But God's trying to tell you, like, I'm not a religion. And I don't want to get into the whole God statement again. I don't want you guys to leave the chat to get uninterested. But I just want you to wake up and kind of realize these things were already said to you before it even happened. So, like, why are you trying to question it and go around it if it's already been told to you? Again, it's a basic instructions before leaving Earth. When you read an instruction manual, you have to go from step 1 to step whatever, the last step. And that's kind of what breaks everything down into a narrow platform for you to kind of figure out, like, okay, well, you're being controlled. You see, you work into a 9 to 5, a 10 to 6, 11 to 7. You make this much money, but yet they treat you, why are you 2 minutes on your lunch break? Why are you late? Yo, you're 2 minutes late to work. Why are you late? Yo, why did you this? You're about to get fired. So now every day you live in a fear that I'm going to lose my job and I can't support my family and I can't do this and one and the third. That's a fear. But then you look at people that own their own businesses. They don't have that fear. They live off of risk and they trust that risk. And for some reason, you can call it whatever you want to call it. I call it God. Those doors, they open to you. Now, my mother once said something to me that I live by every single day. It took her 2.5 years to move to Las Vegas. My mom lives 4,700 and something miles away from me. She's far as fuck. Now, my mom told me one day when I asked her, I said, what made you decide that one day you just woke up and decided, I'm ready to move to Vegas? And she said something to me, and I'm going to share it with you guys to keep with you forever. She said, well, Alix, like everything in my life, one day I just woke up and the answer was just there. And when I thought about that, I was like, wow, every booking that I ever had was just a phone call or a text message away. There was times that I woke up in the middle of the fucking morning and there was a text message that said, yo, what are you doing tonight? And as soon as I responded to it, it said, we need a DJ for today. So again, like she said, one day you wake up, the answers are there. There was times where I prayed to God and said, please give me a booking because I have to pay this bill by the end of the week and I don't have the money. I don't know what to do. And I would just get a random phone call about like, yo, what are you doing today? You want to DJ? We're going to pay you $200 and I needed $180, let's say, to pay my bill.
Right.
I woke up and there goes the answer in front of me. So what my mom was telling me was actually true. And I started living by that and following that. And the more that I had trust in that, doors just kept on opening. So if you want to ask me today, like, how did you get to where you are? Fred and everybody else watching, I cannot give you guys another answer but to say God just kind of opened the doors for me. And I just woke up and the answers were just there. Like, there's no other way to put it. I looked at my phone and the message was there. So when you guys have that kind of lack in faith and you don't know what's about to happen, that's the whole point. You're not supposed to know what's going to happen. You're supposed to just kind of follow your instinct, your gut, where God lives in your faith and your spirit, and just kind of go with that and see where it takes you. Like that man coming my way, God has been using me to set an example. So that old man that came out of nowhere and asked me for a ride to the post office, I ended up going food shopping for this guy and I bought him food for his house. I don't even know him. He doesn't know me. And he looked at me like, why are you doing this? I don't have an answer. I guess I'm supposed to do it. My heart is telling me to do it. So I'm doing it for you. And he was so confused because, again, like I just told you guys, and Fred knows, we come from a place where people have nothing. So to see somebody that has $100 bill, one, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have a friend that owns a boat in Florida, and he rents it out to a whole bunch of rich ass people. Like, yo, take us on the downtown tour, do all that, blah, blah, blah.
It's lit.
And you can see videos because there's other people that have posted it. But sometimes when he finishes that boat ride, he might rent it out to him for the night. When he gets it back in the next morning and he goes to clean the boat out, this man starts picking up $100 bills that they just left scattered around from them throwing around from the night before. Yo, he lifts up the seat where you sit down and there's mad $100 bills underneath the seat, and he's just pulling them out like, yo, they left this behind.
It ain't quarters.
It ain't quarters. You feel me? But for us, $100 bill is being rich, and they're just throwing them around. So kind of think about that versus where we're from and what it's like for us to see that. It's a different picture. So I'm a DJ. I've been doing this for 16 years and I'm still right here. I have not gotten discovered from Paterson, New Jersey. Fred is still right here. But look at what he's presenting to you. Look at the room around you. Look at how much he dedicated into his craft. And he's still trying to make it. And he's still not giving up. That's heart. As a DJ, I got 16 years. I still haven't given up and I'm still trying. That's heart. So that shows you from him to me, we're both sitting on the same table. We're both the same kind of people, but we're trying to give you something that you can enjoy and see the bigger picture and get interested to say, yo, you know what? I want to listen to what they have to say because that interests me. That's true. How else can I make it? Now, I'm showing you what I do based on my craft. He's showing you what he does based on his craft. And look how far we've come from nothing. He has his own studio, his own space. This is not where he lives. This is not his apartment. This is somewhere completely off the grid from where he's from. And this is what it is. We make it happen some way or another. You got to be consistent and not give up on yourself. And if you feel like you're not enough and people are not giving you that opportunity, then sometimes that just means where you are is not where you're meant to be. Sometimes where you need to go somewhere else and branch off to find where you're supposed to be. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to take the leap of faith because that will make you or break you. It's not about what you know or what you know or who you know anymore. It's what you do with what you have. And from there, you will start to grow. And that's all I really have to say about that, guys. Fred? Yes. Thank you.
Just getting back to the DJing. What's like a setup? Like what's your, like how do you set up your setup? You know, or do you have a certain setup, you know, like for a mix, if you're like, you're about to do a mix, or you're about to go DJ at like an Indian hall or a Dominican spot, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you prep, right?
I do. I
Or do you like just freestyle?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Okay. I guess it really depends where I'm going. As of lately, I've kind of been finding myself in a path where I think that prepping for my sets kind of makes it my job a lot more easier.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
You're not thinking so much as a DJ. You have to think. Now, I'm so used to freestyling my sets where I literally, like what you guys just saw me do live on a freestyle, that was a freestyle. That was not planned before I got here. That was not set up before I got here. I literally came in here, I set up, and I had those songs in order. I looked at them. They looked good to me, so I played them. And that's kind of how I go based on that. Now, sometimes if I have a private client, let's say, like you said, an Indian guy,
right?
I would have to ask them, okay, well, like, what do you expect out of your party? What kind of music do you want? What do you guys like to listen to? What kind of people are going to be there?
So you would dig deeper.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So I build like a personal relationship with my clients. They're not just my clients. They eventually, at some point, they kind of start becoming family, because they book me once, then they book me again, then they book me a third, and then a fourth, and then a fifth time. And before you know it, I have 8, 9, 10 parties with the same family for years. And I grow to know them. So at first, when I start, I have to prep those shows and kind of figure out what they like, what's their element. Okay. And once I get used to them, that's where I'm able to kind of start freestyling the sets a little bit more, because I know what they like. I know what they like to hear. Now I can kind of play around with it. But if I'm at somewhere like JoJo's, shout outs to JoJo, Garfield, New Jersey, 82 Oak. It's another place I'm at. Shout outs to Mike, her brother.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, Mike Gay. So, you know, we have a lot of places, Spirit in Edgewater, New Jersey. All these places, they're all different vibes. So when I get in there, there's no such thing as prepping for that, because it's a public place. And there's different elements of people that go in there. You know, I don't want to say races, because that sounds a little weird, but there's different elements. So you have white people, black people, Asian people, Spanish people, this, that.
Wide demographic.
The wide demographic. So you kind of have to look around the building when you walk in there.
Okay, you scan.
Yeah, scan it and see what is in the building. See what age group they're in. If they look older to you, start focusing on the throwbacks. If they look younger to you, start focusing on a new generation of type of music. And that's where you will start to be able to develop the crowd. Now, as a DJ, you have, like, again, I study music theory and other things. You have to know what you're doing as a DJ, because it's not just going up there and playing songs. We have numbers, beats per minute.
Yes.
We work by.
Yep.
And those beats per minute is what allows us to control the crowd, because I know Zac Efron, you guys are probably familiar. He made a movie about following him being a DJ, and then in the movie he explains about following the beats per minute and the heart rate and the rhythm and all that stuff. I know it's just a movie, but believe it or not, guys, that actually is a real thing. You know, speeding up the heart rate, moving the blood pressure, getting the blood pumping to a certain level. And you can manipulate somebody's mentality as a DJ based on alcohol, non-alcohol, the vibe of the music, what you're playing, how you play it. You can manipulate all of that based on how you do it. And if you do it very clean and very smooth, that's where people they start vibing with you, because you're in a certain element. So now you can kind of play with them. All right, I'm going to get them to dance. I'm going to get them to do this. I'm going to get them to do that. Once you get to a certain element, you have full control. You can make these people do whatever you want them to do on that microphone. As soon as you pick that mic up and you start talking like this, it's over. But if you don't talk, I feel like the microphone is the most important thing of my job, because without my voice, I would not be able to get them pumped up. My voice is what raises their blood pressure. It's not just the music.
Agreed.
It's that, you know, shout out to everybody celebrating a birthday in the spot. If you celebrate a birthday today, the birthday person's like, oh, that's me. Now I got the birthday person in that mood. Now, if you're celebrating with the birthday person, point to the birthday person right now. Now you got the person with the birthday person pointing to the birthday person. Now everybody's all in action.
Call and response. Call to action.
Call to action.
I love it.
You see where I'm going with that?
Yes.
So that's how I manipulate the room. So now sometimes as a DJ, I'll be honest with you guys, if I'm in a restaurant or a lounge, I will get off of my set. And I don't care if it's an older woman. She could be an old lady. She could be a younger lady. She could be a young woman. I'll grab somebody up to come and dance with me. Just to kind of show them some love, show them some appreciation, and just like, wow, this DJ is different. Like, he's not just behind the booth. He got off, grabbed my hand, picked me up, made me dance with him, sat me down, and then shouted me out right after that. And he bought me a shot on top of that. How crazy is that? It wasn't even my birthday. I was just a random person. It was my first time there. Now you see how I'm kind of helping the businesses develop themselves, but I'm developing myself as a DJ, so people can say like, "Yo, Alix, DJ ALX is a vibe, bro." Like, yo, there could be DJs that they might have better skill than him, but the way he does what he does is very unique because he plays songs that I have not heard in the last 25, 30 years, not even hear on the radio. This man really gets very articulate, especially with salsa. He turns, shout out to Agave Cantina in Clifton. I turned Agave Cantina into a salsa house. That place, yo, if you guys are into salsa, Clifton, New Jersey, Agave Cantina, watch what I do in that place. That place is a madhouse. I don't care if it's dead or it's lit. People will start dancing in that place because the way I put that music together, it fits the ambiance. I fit the way the place looks, how it's set up, not just the people. I go by everything. I'm very peculiar.
That's good. That's attention to detail, right?
Absolutely. And if somebody has a birthday and I see they have a huge group of people, I'll buy that person a shot for their birthday. And that wakes the crowd up because they're like, I like this guy.
I mean, imagine, when's the last time, for y'all, leave in the comments.
Right.
When's the last time y'all went to a club or a bar or, any function that might have a bartender or a DJ and the DJ sent you a drink?
Right. That's rare. That's rare. And I do it often. I do it very often.
And it's crazy because I know a lot of DJs and I be in their spot. I ain't never get a drink from them. I'm the opposite. I'm the one sending them the damn drink.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So I respect that, that's like, and even for an owner, the owner of the establishment, that's something that brings value
to your spot.
A lot more probably than they think because you will mess around and lock somebody in for life, at that, if you're there, obviously. At that spot, like, yo, I love how this DJ is just a cool guy, plays the right stuff, and he's very nice, and that has a lot of value.
Oh yeah,
because you walk into a DJ, you walk into any place, you try to their DJs don't even look at you.
Yeah,
they just like this down, and that's it. They don't, barely interacting, no eye contact.
They don't care about none of that. They want to get their check and go home.
But when you got a DJ that really wants to connect with the people, connect with the establishment, that is worth.
Ahora sí.
You know what I'm saying? That's what gets you booked. Because owners see it. They know word around town. Yo, who's that? Yo, I heard you had a good night last Friday. Who was the DJ? Oh, yeah, nah. Oh, give me his number. So... I could definitely appreciate that you look at it and you take your craft serious to that extent, because sometimes you don't even have to do that. You could just, like you say, you walk in, you keep your head down, you spin your joint, keep moving.
But the thing that does for me, all right, I'm going to give you an example. The first week that I was at Agave Cantina, I love you guys. Shout out to you, the whole staff over there. The first week I was there was a lady. She was celebrating a birthday. She had a crowd of 4 people, her husband and maybe her sister and somebody else. And she was celebrating a birthday pre-celebration. So it wasn't even her birthday just yet. And she came up to me while I was DJing in the middle of my set. Not when I was done, just not long after I started.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what's your name? And I gave her my name. And she gave me her name. And she was like, are you here every weekend? I said, no, I'm not. Unfortunately, they book me when they kind of, whatever days I have available and whatever they have available, that's how we lock it in. So you kind of have to keep tabs of my Instagram and stuff to know when I'm coming back.
Tap in with me, boo.
Yeah, and she was like, okay, this is an older lady. She was in like her 50s, 60s maybe. And she comes up to me, she was like, you know what? I'm going to come back next week because I really like how you DJ. I love your salsa music. I'm coming back with more people. She's like, will you be here next week? And I said, I can't guarantee it, but try your luck. And she said, okay, I will. And the owner called me next week and said, I need you to come in this day. And I said, okay. And I came in. When I came in, best believe that lady showed up.
She was there.
From 4 people, she showed up with 13 people in her group because of how I DJ'd that one day.
Wow.
A whole group of 13. And when I spun that, I don't play the same songs over and over. I try to switch it up and kind of keep it, fresh for you guys.
Respect.
Especially for the bartenders, because you got to remember the staff is there. The bartenders are there. They're doing a job. And you have to think about it in their shoes. It's like you going to any other job. It becomes regular to you. You get there, you punch in, you're like, okay, here we go. Like, I got to do this all over again. I got to deal with these people again. It's the same thing. So don't mistake in being a bartender, a DJ, as anything different than a regular job, because after some time, it becomes a regular job. And you get used to it like anybody else would. So, this lady, I knew she was going to come back, and I had something else set up for her. So when I played it, these people went bananas, because it was completely different than what they heard before. Now, today was actually her birthday, and we had all these people in the building. And I showed up to show down, and I did my thing. And this lady was just completely in love with like what I did. She really respected my craft. And the people, shout outs to my staff again, the people that worked there, they really appreciated it because it was different. I played stuff they never heard before. And they were like, I know these songs though, but we don't ever hear them because none of the other DJs play it. They play dembow, they play reggaeton and Jersey Club and all this other stuff. And you're like, okay, I'm used to that. I hear the same songs. Elizabeth for reggaeton, for bachata, all these things. And here I am, I'm playing Angel Canalles for salsa. Like just people they haven't heard from Maelo Ruiz. We're getting into very deep stuff. Mana. I started playing Spanish rock.
I've heard of Mana.
Yeah, you heard of
I've
Mana.
heard of them.
Yes.
The other two, no.
So like I've been getting into some stuff that they know, but it's way before our generations. Like you really got to know. And those things, that is what's pulling me out today as a DJ. People are starting to recognize like this kid is very smart. He has musical knowledge.
Right.
He knows some shit for a 30-year-old, 31-year-old. He knows something that not a lot of kids or people, they'll look at me like a kid, but people his age would be able to refer to. That's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect that. And real quick, because you had mentioned that, I want to ask you, what was like your craziest request in the club?
My craziest request in the club.
Like you spinning and somebody like,
I've had a few of those, but I think
what's like the one that you're like, what?
The one that I could think of off the top of my head, I did a Sweet 16 for this girl. I can't say no names on it, but I heard her friends had asked me for a song from a Jamaican artist. I think it was it Movado? I think it was Movado.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
he's popular though. I mean, in that, yeah, like he's popular. Movado.
He's like, how's it go? Like, we can fuck if you feel like you want to, and we can do the thing if you feel you need to.
Mm-hmm.
So they made me play that song. But like you said, we can fuck if you feel. So you know what it's about.
Yes. At the Sweet 16 is crazy.
I never heard the song, so I didn't know.
Oh, no.
The youngins asked me to play that. So I played it. As soon as I heard them say all that, I was like, No, this ain't it. Like, no. So it has happened to me before.
That's funny.
Yes,
That's
absolutely. Sexy Red. I love you to death, but you fucked up quite a few of my sets, unfortunately, because your ass, you got ghetto to a whole other level, baby girl. Like, you ATL stamped, girl. Like, I had to get a lot of clean versions of a lot of your songs just to make it through the night.
But they be liking her. They be liking her.
They do. That's the thing. Like, they really like it, but like,
Shout out to Sexy.
I still gotta have my professionalism at the end of the day in certain places. I don't mind playing your stuff, but goddamn, girl, like, help me out.
It's almost like, I know, as a DJ, you're like, oh, I gotta play this song.
Help me out a little bit.
Nah, that's what's up, man. So I want to wrap it up, man. I want you to tell the people where they can tap in with you.
Okay, yes, absolutely. So my Instagram is yo_AL.X. You can tap in with me right there on Instagram. TikTok, I've been working a lot on my TikTok. Fred knows we're about to get into a whole lot of live stuff, but you can find me at yo_AL.X over there too as well. SoundCloud, I do have links in my Instagram and stuff like that. You guys could tap in and see what I'm doing. Fred and I, we've been on this mission lately where we've been trying to get me back into recording mixes again because, guys, I have so many shows. I'm doing so many things that I live in an apartment that I am barely ever in. And I pay so much money to be in it, and I'm never in it because I'm constantly DJing in all these other places that I can't even enjoy my own place, you know? So let alone have time to even record mixes for you guys. And believe me, I would freaking love to do it. But we're getting ourselves situated in a way that we're going to be able to have me record all of my sets live and my mixes live. Fred is actually going to be helping me out to have a space where I can coordinate my mixes so you guys can listen to them. And what I have in mind for you guys with these mixes, it's not just, again, what you hear on a daily basis. There's going to be mixes that I do that are fluently Indian, that are fluently Arabic, that are fluently Turkish, that are fluently different languages that you have never heard of. And you guys might skip past them because that's not your thing, but that's just to show you that I am focused and catering on everybody on my list, not just American people. I'm spreading out. I'm really tackling you guys as a Colombian, Puerto Rican DJ. I am really tapping into the European side, the Australian side. I know you guys listen to Melbourne house music out there. I'm already on everything. You know, in Africa, you guys have Afrobeat. Your Afrobeats are very exquisite. I'm onto that. You know, there's just so many things out there. I can't even fathom how much music it is. But as I learned the genres and where to find all this music, like Africa, you guys have compa music, you have soca, you have all kinds of stuff. It's incredible. But we're tapping in, and best believe I'm going to show you guys some mixes and some places to tap in with me. Fred already knows he's going to have it on his website, on his page. You guys can find me, tap in, and really listen to what we're doing out here because I'm on to another breed with you guys, man. I've really been focusing a lot on what you guys want specifically so that I could target you as the audience, you watching this, to make you feel like this is my guy. This is the DJ that I want to listen to because he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's playing. He's into what I'm into. I want to correlate with you guys. That's my goal.
Facts. That's what's up. That's what's up. So y'all heard it. Y'all tap in with DJ ALX. We live on the WassupFred show. Make sure y'all check the description. We're gonna have some links there. We're gonna have also we're gonna put some of these mixes on Audius. If you don't know what Audius is a decentralized music platform. It's basically the new SoundCloud, all right? But in the crypto world, you know what I'm saying? So
wow,
with benefits, you know what I'm saying? So it's time to get off, and you know these guys were making them rich, you know.
That's called Audius.
It's called Audius. Yes, I will have a link. I'll make sure I get you signed up.
Yeah, please, for sure.
And we're going to put your mixes on there. We're going to start directing people there. And, you know, shout out to Audius and the whole Audius team.
Audius, I see you.
Y'all don't know about it, but I'm going to put y'all on.
I love that. Thank you.
I'm going to leave some Robinhood links in the description. If you guys want to buy Bitcoin, you want to buy any type of crypto, Ethereum, Solana, make sure you tap in. You can get in there. You can buy stocks and you can buy crypto. Okay.
Wow. Man does it all. Everything. He does it all.
Listen, we can't just keep staying on the sidelines. We gotta dive in. You gotta get our hands dirty.
Please listen when he speaks. Please.
You gotta follow the smart money. You know, I like to follow the smart money. If you don't know which way to go, just follow the smart money. That's all you gotta do.
Or follow WassupFred.
Or follow WassupFred. No, and follow WassupFred. But yeah, I appreciate you again for coming by, stopping by, doing the little mix. We're gonna put it up
anytime.
You know, we're gonna, and you know, we'll be back. You know, we'll tap in again
for sure.
You know, we'll get a couple events going, a couple live streams. Make sure y'all tap into the live streams. We live streaming on TikTok, IG not really, but TikTok, yeah, we live streaming on there.
Okay.
And we'll most likely be live streaming here on YouTube as well. So
sounds good. Actually, the last thing I wanted to tell you guys, actually, I totally forgot to mention it, but I'm actually working on one of those like apartment DJ parties that you guys see the DJs like DJing live in an apartment. There's a whole bunch of people behind them. So I'm actually working on that right now. So if you guys really do want to tap in with me, I'm going to be inviting my friends, my local neighbors from literally up like above me, below me, across from me. They're all going to be coming to my apartment while I DJ live. And I'm going to be streaming all this stuff so you guys can see it and tap in with us. I'll be shouting you guys out, like he said, on TikTok, on YouTube, all these platforms. So if you guys really want to tap in and stay connected, this is definitely one project that I'm working on. You definitely want to be a part of. Fred, if you can find a way to help them stay connected with me, it'll be awesome. I would love to have them, man.
Y'all stay tapped in, like, subscribe. We'll go live from your event. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, we'll show love. Y'all tap in. It's the WassupFred podcast.
What's up, Fred?
Salute.
You're ready. Thank you.
Yeah. What's up, Fred? I love it when she calls me that. Bien bellita, mojadita, bendecita, redondita, no se quita de mi vista que tenemos un veneno. Veneno, yeah, veneno, veneno, veneno. Bien bellita, mojadita,